Greetings everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a general spread for the collective fight is good. This read will not be for everyone, so don't force anything to fit. That's not your story. This is going to be a general spread for the collective. I do have some notes that I took before doing this reading. If these cards today come back to the download that I channeled the other day, then I will read the download that I channeled from my notes. But for now, we're going to just pull some energy and see what comes out for the collective. How is good. We did just have a full moon in Capricorn. There's still that residual energy still lingering around in the atmosphere. So with that being said, we're going to pull some cards and see what comes out. And if it relates to the download that I got the other day, I will read the notes that I got from that message, okay, if it goes with the reading, okay? So let's go ahead and get tapped in. Okay. The first card out is bad decisions. Okay. Let me ask the questions before y'all start throwing stuff out, right? What is the current energy regarding the collective for the highest good after the full moon in Capricorn energy and the Saturn retrograde? What is the energy for the collective moving forward currently? What's the message? Your feelings got hurt, but in the end, you learned your lessons. So we got bad decisions. Your feelings got hurt, but you learned the lesson. Okay. We have the Ascended Masters here. So either you made some bad decisions and got your feelings hurt. In the end, you learned the lesson. Or someone else has made some bad decisions and got their feelings hurt, but in the end, they also still learned the lesson. So you could be an Ascended Master. You could also have ascended to an Ascended Master. But whatever decision this was that could have made someone hurt you, I guess, was a bad decision. So if someone made a bad decision or decided to hurt you, they learned the lesson about doing that. Maybe you are an Ascended Master. Maybe someone tried to hurt you by doing something to harm you in some way. Well, if that person or if someone intentionally tried to harm you or hurt you, they have either just learned the lesson or they're about to learn a lesson about doing that to you. Take it how it resonates. All right. Any other messages? You have unlimited power as well. Any other messages? We have true love here. We have psychic mediumship powers. You need to tap in beyond the physical realm. Somebody here could be going to spiritual prison or physical jail. All right, and 2 more blank cards. So this is what I'm getting so far. Someone who has hurt feelings, intentionally tried to hurt you, could have made some type of decision to do something that they were not supposed to do. Whatever this was, it was something they shouldn't have done because now they're in spiritual prison or they're going to physical jail. So this could be on the spiritual level or physical level. Someone in the physical level realm has done something illegal and they're going to jail. In the spiritual sense, someone did something illegal and they're going to spiritual prison. If you were attacked by someone because of your gifts, whoever spiritually attacked you used their powers to attack an Ascended Masters, or they used some type of this message sounds to me or feels very like current. This feels like someone did something recently in regards to whatever this is. They attacked someone psychically, or they psychically attacked someone or something like that. Yeah, all because of true love. Because true love is in the center of the reading. Underneath, somebody got their feelings hurt. Also, underneath that is somebody going to jail. So what happened here, and what is this about? We got Archangel Michael is protecting you, and we got the Galactic Federation, and we got there was an attack on your psyche, and your enemies have fallen. So Archangel Michael is the Ascended Master that's protecting you, collective. He was sent in by the Galactic Federation to protect you from these psychic attacks. Your enemies made a bad decision. They abused their power. They tried to attack you or hurt you, all in the name of love. Let's get just one more for underneath the psychic attacks and mediumship. We got confessions. Listen to your inner voice. Angel numbers and feathers and butterflies could be signs from your grandmother who's on the other side. She's one of your spirit guides. Take it how it resonates. And seeing you move forward is going to shake this person up, or seeing you move on shook this person up. So someone here wants to confess, or is confessing. They made bad decisions. They, I heard, made a wrong turn. Archangel Michael's protecting you. He's your Ascended Master. He was sent by the Galactic Federation. Your grandmother's one of your spirit guides. And you moving forward has somebody shooked up. And you're following your inner voice, and you're trusting your intuition. All right, take it how it resonates. Let's see what this is. We have unpredictable energy, and it says unstable, mind control, or spellbound. Okay. All right, let's get into it. If it doesn't resonate, don't force it to fit. Let's look at the energy of the person that made a bad decision, or let's see what this decision was this person could have made for you. So what was the bad decision that was made? What was the decision that was made? What did this person do? All right. I'm hearing the song, These Are My Confessions, or Confessions by Usher in the background in my head. All right, what's the bad decisions? Clarify bad decisions. Clarify bad decisions. We got the Page of Cups. What's the Page of Cups? What's the Page of Cups? I heard it, but I want to make sure I'm right. Okay. We got the Six of Swords on the shadow side. We got the Five of Wands, and we have the Devil. So that is someone making a bad decision. I'm hearing the scripture in my mind. It says it's a part of the curse that was put on the collective energy, and it was the Most High saying that he was going to put enmity between thy seed and my seed, meaning he was going to separate the good from the bad from the evil from the good, whatever this is. He's going to separate the energies. I don't know if that's a bad decision to do that, but something was a bad decision, or was influenced by someone. Someone was influenced by someone to make this decision. They tried to, I guess, fight against this energy, or they wanted to defend themselves against this energy, or they fought and they lost the battle. So this was someone that fought but lost the battle. Instead of fighting with you or fighting for you, they let you go. So someone's bad decision was not fighting for this connection and letting you go, for not apologizing for what they did. So someone is saying that their decision to not apologize for what they did for hurting you was a bad decision. The decision they made to not apologize for hurting you was not the right choice. The reason why they made this decision was because they were being influenced by someone, or someone influenced their decision to do so. So someone in someone in power, stop. There's someone here that made a bad decision to go against you for something they thought was better. They were promised by this influence that if they were to bring you in or capture you or destroy you, they would receive unlimited power, right? Whomever made the promise to give them unlimited power or resources lied to them and used them to attack you. The person that took this offer or that made this deal is realizing that that offer or that deal was a bad choice. So now they've lost the access to their powers or their gifts. They can no longer physically or mentally or spiritually attack you, because whatever they were doing to try to attack you is being I guess it's being blocked from you. You're being protected from it. So that's that. Your enemies have fallen. Okay, so the bad decision for someone here was choosing not to either fight for this connection, defend your honor, protect you. I don't know. They didn't do their job. They didn't do what they were supposed to do. They made a bad choice here, and they lost their position, and they lost their power over you. Okay, take it how it resonates. What is your feelings got hurt, but you learned the lesson? Your feelings got hurt, but you learned the lesson. Clarify this, please. We got the Nine of Pentacles on top of true love, and we got the Eight of Cups on the shadow side. And we got the Empress on the shadow side and the King of Wands. Wow. All this is shadow cards. So for you learned the lesson. I mean, you got your feelings hurt. You did get your feelings hurt. But you learned the lesson. So in this deck, vice versa, the Empress being on the shadow side is not saying that the Empress is being rejected. It's just saying that the Empress is being protected. You're having to turn your back on this person, because this person not choosing to, I guess, invest in this connection with you was a bad decision. Or you choosing to invest in this situation is a bad decision. If you're thinking about investing in this situation, that may get you hurt, but it will teach you a lesson about what love is or something like that. So take it how it resonates. It's like being on the shadow side is saying that the downside to this situation was you lost yourself, right? But in the process of losing yourself, you also found yourself, or you found your true love. So even though the situation hurt you or made you feel bad, it also taught you a lesson about love, whether it was loving yourself or knowing when to walk away from love when it's not real, or whatever this is, okay? So yes, your feelings got hurt, okay? Your feelings got hurt. All right, let's clarify this, the attack on your psyche. Let's clarify there was attack on your psyche. We got the Seven of Wands on the shadow side, with the Five of Swords on the shadow side. This was a psychic attack. So somebody here was sending you some type of, I guess, negative energy to block your intuition. Somebody who was trying to block your intuition, or maybe your intuition was being blocked by this person. It's like you being psychically gifted or having the ability to see beyond the veil. For some reason, you didn't see this coming, or someone here didn't see this coming. They didn't know that it was going to be this way. So whatever this psychic attack was, Okay, let me get this together. The devil influenced someone into making a bad decision to ultimately turn against you, and they use this person to manipulate you into giving them something that they wanted. You had something that this person wanted, and in order for them to get from you what they wanted, they had to disguise themselves as somebody you could trust. Because had they shown up in their real energy, you would have known that this was not a good idea. But to keep you from seeing the truth about the situation, they wrapped it up in a pretty little bow and they presented it to you as an offer that looked to be good. So you not using your discernment, or you not seeing the true picture in the beginning or something like that, you made a choice here to invest in something you probably shouldn't have invested in. Okay? So maybe by you investing in the situation, it blocked your path from being able to, I guess, move forward in a new direction. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, in order for you to be able to, I guess, learn from this experience, you couldn't use your psychic gifts in the situation to see the outcome of the situation, meaning your gifts were not used to discern the situation, but it was supposed to be that way, meaning had you had used your spiritual gifts to see what was going to happen before it happened, you would have never made that decision. All right? But for some of you, you needed to make this decision to go down this path with this person to find the truth about yourself. So where it felt like you were being punished for whatever choice this was you made, it wasn't a punishment. This was necessary for your spiritual growth. So don't look at it like you were being punished or whatever, because you were not being punished. I feel like you were kind of sent in to help this person see the truth. But because they were not able to see you as a person they could actually learn from, they saw you as an enemy. So someone saw you as their enemy instead of seeing you as someone that they could learn something from. So instead of them using or allowing you to show them the way, is what I'm hearing. So here's what I'm getting. I'm sorry. They're just making it harder for me to understand the message. But what I'm getting, someone was making choices in life that were not the best choices, right? Looks like you were sent in to help guide this person down a new path, a path that would lead them to a better situation for them or yourself, right? So imagine you were going down a path where everything was bad or something bad was going to happen to you, right? You didn't know that these things were going to happen because you didn't know what to expect. So while you're sitting here moving down this dark path, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Someone comes in to assist you along the way to help you get through this situation or to get you out of the situation, and you reject them and you started treating them like they were your enemy, but they were sent by God to help you, right? So if you were sent as an angel of God to assist someone on their journey, to help them find their way through this situation, and they rejected you, that person's now being punished for what they did. So I don't know, take it how it resonates. What's this? Your enemies have fallen. I don't know, we get to the bottom of it. What's the enemies have fallen? Damn. We got the Hierophant. We got death. And we got the Hermit on the shadow side. bad decisions, unlimited power, your enemies have fallen. You're being protected by Archangel Michael from your enemies because someone around you is emotionally unstable, they're spellbound, and they're being controlled. So someone here is under the influence of someone that's being manipulated and controlled by this influence. This influence is trying to send someone towards you to convince you to accept their offer. The offer appears to be true divine union or love, but it's really not true divine union or love. This is some type of spiritual attack on your gifts to see if you're able to discern the energy of the people around you. So it's like you didn't have this gift before to discern the energy of people around you. But this experience has taught you how to use your gift of discernment, right? So where you have been tested in the past by this particular energy, you're going to be tested by someone in the future with the same energy or the same person. And if you're able to discern the energy of this person and realize this is a bad decision, you will remove this person from your energy for good. And by doing that, you're going to unlock a gift that you have that was being blocked from you, because had it been given to you before, you wouldn't have known how to use it. But now you have access to this and you know how to use it. Now it's time for you to use this thing to help you discern the energy around the people around you, okay? Take it how it resonates. Because someone's trying to return back to you. And the influence this person is coming in is demonic. Demonic influences. They're being demonically influenced to influence your decision to stop you from moving forward. So you're moving forward, okay? Seeing you move on is going to shake this person up. You've made a conscious decision to move on from this situation, whatever it was, okay? You're being divinely guided away from the situation for your protection. Archangel Michael is assisting you on your spiritual journey. He's helping you get past the situation. You are now being monitored by your spirit guides to make sure that no one around you is able to attack you from behind, because you're going somewhere where you need to stay focused. You know what I mean? You don't need to be distracted by outside influences. So to keep you from being distracted by these outside influences, your spirit guides are either cloaking you or protecting you energetically from these energies, so these energies cannot influence your decisions moving forward. Take it how it resonates. Okay? Let's clarify the true love. This looks like a soul contract you had with someone that ended. And now that the contract has ended, and now that things are over between you and this person, they can't deal with you moving forward. So to stop you from moving forward, they're trying to come up with a plan to stop you from being able to move on by using some form of manipulation to influence your decision. Take it how it resonates. We have the Star on the shadow card. With the Knight of Pentacles, they're trying to slow you down. So somebody's trying to slow you down or delay you from receiving something here. The Ten of Wands with the Ten of Cups. You got the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Cups. With the Seven of Swords, with this spiritual thief, with the Four of Cups, who you rejected, with the Queen of Cups. So whoever this person is going to spiritual prison for spiritually attacking someone for no reason. This was an attempt to get rid of someone so that someone else could have what they wanted. So someone else wanted something that you had. And to get rid of you or the competition, they tried to remove you from this person spiritually by doing something spiritually to make you move away from the situation. Your grandmother is one of your spirit guides. I feel like she has been trying to send you messages about the situation you're going through to help you get through the situation. Because your grandmother was in a situation like this with someone in her past that did her the same way this person is doing you. Your grandmother wasn't able to get away from this person when they were alive, and this person ended up taking your grandmother's life. So now that your grandmother's on the other side, she's trying to help you avoid something she went through when she was alive. So take that how it resonates. Someone's trying to block you from coming into union with someone else, or there's a union coming in for you that someone around you is trying to stop you from receiving. Okay? So the name of the message that I read, or that I was going to read before I did this reading, was talking about soul trafficking, right? So I didn't know what soul trafficking was. I didn't even know it was a real thing, but it is a thing in the spiritual community, and it does happen a lot, all right? And the way your soul gets trafficked is through demonic spirits that attach themselves to unbelievers, people who don't believe in those things, and they use those people as spiritual or as physical vessels to carry out their assignment. Someone around you was influenced by this energy, or used by this energy to siphon your energy to feed their agenda. I'm going to read to you now, since I see what this is, from my notes about what it means to have your soul trafficked by a third party or an energy, okay? Spiritual and esoteric definition of soul trafficking, right? In metaphysical or spiritual teachings, soul trafficking refers to the manipulation, the capture, or trade of souls, often against their will, for power, okay, energy, or control. So unlimited power is what someone wanted to have over you, okay? The energetic cord is a cord of enslavement or entrapment. How they get you on the hook is by entrapping your soul or making an offer that you can't resist, and you accept the offer, and by accepting the offer, you bind yourself to that energy, okay? Entities, sometimes called dark beings, archons, or interdimensional parasites, are said to trap souls after death, okay, after death, or during a traumatic experience. So someone here was going through something, and in the process of them not knowing what to do about the situation, they made a bad decision. The decision they made was influenced by their situation. The situation they were faced with at the time was very heavy on them, and to them, they felt like there was no other way. So they were easily influenced by someone to do something they probably should have done in order to get out of a bad situation, but instead they just made it worse. The soul is then used for energy extraction or forced reincarnation cycles. Number 2, contracts without consent. This was a contract that was made without consent. You didn't know your person was under the influence of a demonic spirit, and if you did, that was a bad decision for you to make if you knew beforehand. But for some of you, you didn't know in the beginning this person was under the influence of a demonic spirit, okay? Because when they present themselves, they showed up as a knight in shining armor, right? But when you found out this wasn't your knight in shining armor, and you realized this was someone that you shouldn't be with, and you removed your energy from this person, they lost their minds, right? Let me keep on. Contacts without consent says, Some believe that soul trafficking happens when soul contracts are manipulated or forged without full awareness, or bound by deception, keeping souls tied to toxic lifetimes, beings, or spiritual debts. Okay? Number 3, soul harvesting or trading. And more occult or dark ritualistic beliefs, some suggest that souls can be traded, sold, or bartered, symbolically or energetically, for power, wealth, or influence by practitioners of black magic or corrupt systems. This is a corrupt system that only wants power and control. They use the little people to do their dirty work, and when everything hits the fan, the people that were innocent are found guilty, right? So someone here with unlimited power who used dark magic or influences to control someone, use someone to manipulate you into a situation where you didn't belong. So it says you're either put in this situation knowingly or unknowingly. So unknowingly, someone got themselves into a situation without knowing the full outcome of the situation, thinking that it was going to work out for their good. But it turned out not to be good for them, and it turned out to be bad for someone else. So when you're influenced by demonic energies, they will present you with an offer that makes it seem like it's going to be the best thing ever for you. And once you accept the offer, take the bait, now they have you trapped or bound in a contract that you can't get out of without sacrificing someone else. So in order for them to get out of this contract they made with this energy, they have to sacrifice someone else. You were going to be the sacrifice. They were going to sacrifice you to get themselves out of the situation. But Spirit said, not this one, because this one belongs to me. But instead of them following, taking the message or accepting that God was protecting you, they still tried to sacrifice you to get themselves out of the situation. They tried to sacrifice you. Let me keep reading. Psychologically and metaphorically, soul trafficking means this. Sometimes people use soul trafficking to describe deep emotional or spiritual exploitation, such as being in a manipulative relationship or a cult that slowly ends a person's sense of self, selling out or sacrificing one's morals, purpose, or truth for survival or acceptance. So somebody was going to sacrifice themselves to be accepted. To be accepted into this group, they had to make a sacrifice. The sacrifice had to be something of value to this group. So the group needed a valuable sacrifice. You were a valuable resource that was needed for the sacrifice. Your person tried to sacrifice you. Conspiracy and occult narratives state that in more fragile belief systems, soul trafficking may be linked to aliens, abductions, or soul harvesting theories. The idea that souls are trapped in artificial reincarnation loops by oppressed cosmic systems. Claims that certain institutions or elites exploit human souls energetically or ritualistically. How to approach it. Whether you take these ideas to be literally or symbolically, soul trafficking points to the loss of sovereignty over your soul, often due to deception or trauma or unawareness of spiritual truth. Many teachings that use this term focus on the importance of spiritual awakening, energetic protection, breaking free from limited contracts to reclaim your own sovereignty. So what I'm trying to say is this. Someone made a bad choice to join forces with some other entity, group, or organization for power, for position, for money, for whatever. In order to, elevate in this group or to get to the next level here, you have to make a sacrifice. A living sacrifice has to be made. Someone here was going to use you as a sacrifice to gain access to more power. They thought they were going to get away with it, but they did not. You may have thought this was a true divine connection between you and this person, but for some of you, it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. Okay. So take that how it resonates. We got the political officers could be involved. This could be spiritual police officers. Like this is like a spiritual they say it's spiritual battle, but this was a spiritual contract that someone got involved with or took. So okay, hold on. Confusion. Somebody's trying to confuse you. Somebody's trying to get inside of your head and confuse you about this situation, but there's nothing to be confused about. The truth is, someone here was either influenced by someone else or used by someone to trick you into believing that this was a divine union, and it was not sent by the Most High. This person was sent to you by the enemy to trap you into a contract with them for forever. Your spirit guides saw that this person was trying to manipulate you into a forged union or a false union or a false I'm hearing fake marriage. Somebody tried to trap you into a fake contract. This wasn't a divine union. If you're a psychic or a medium or you do readings like me, you need to get some protection crystal to protect your crown chakra. Labradorite could be significant. Somebody's trying to tap into your intuition and use your spiritual gifts to access some type of this is giving somebody trying to tap into your energy using like a it's not what you did but how you did it. No rest for the wicked. Evil doers will face eternal punishment. There's no peace, says the Most High God, for the wicked. I don't know what this is. This is very different. Don't be afraid of the darkness. You are the light. You are a light worker and a shadow worker. You possess both light and dark energy. It's time for you to come out of your comfort zone. It's time for you to stand and fight together. I don't know what this is. I feel like what I'm getting is that this person was under the influence of some demonic energy that trapped them into a soul contract with some type of dark energy. And this person has been fighting to get out of this contract forever, for a long time. It feels like they're getting some type of divine wisdom from spirit to show them how to get out of the situation. But it's going to require a sacrifice from this person to get out of the situation they're in. Now, they have two choices. They could stay where they are and keep going through the same thing over and over again, or they can break free from this situation by using their discernment and their spiritual gifts to like clear their path, or they can allow this influence to keep using them as a vessel to, I don't know, attack someone else. They have three options here: surrender, fight, or stay. You can stay, you can fight, or you can surrender. It's like you can stay here if you want to keep fighting, or you can come back home if you're ready to leave. So this is more spiritual than it is physical. For some of you, you have a choice to make. It's almost like you've completed all of your karmic lessons, all your karmic cycles, and now you have a choice to make. You can either go back home to where you come from, which is your 5D home, or you can stay here in the 3D and help other people, get out of these karmic cycles. So for some of you, I'm sorry, I'm trying to make it make sense. This is a verse from 2 Kings chapter 20, verse 1. It talks about the prophet Amos. And it also talks about the king who was diagnosed with a disease and he was going to pass away, but he wasn't ready to go. So when it was time for him to pass on, he was visited by an angel, and the angel gave him a choice to stay or to go home. They chose to stay because they felt like if they stayed, they could do more good and they can help more people. But they knew that by doing that, they would have to fight more demons, basically. So either you can stay here and keep fighting, or you can surrender and you can go back home and you can stay, be where you're supposed, what I'm saying? Like, go back to where you came from. But if you decide to stay here and keep fighting the good fight, then God will give you the help you need to be able to continue the good fight. Because it's time to be together and come into union and fight with each other, or fight these demons together. Like, the battle is not yours and yours alone. We all have to fight our own demons. But as a collective, if we stand together and fight together, we can win more battles in the end. But if we're fighting against ourselves or with each other, we cannot fight against the enemy. So what I'm getting is, this is how the enemy keeps winning the battle, right? Because instead of us fighting against the enemy, we're fighting with ourselves or each other, instead of fighting together to bring peace into the world. You know what I mean? So that's how they keep us in this cycle of abuse, or this same cycle, because we're not seeing the bigger picture. I don't know what they're trying to say, but the Ace of Swords at the bottom, I guess they're saying it's time to stand up and fight. It's time to fight back. For somebody here, it's just time to fight back. You got to stop being, you got to stop letting the devil defeat you when you have all the power in your hand to fight back. So this may not be you. I don't think I'm talking to a feminine. I'm talking to these masculines that are letting the enemy control them, that are allowing their ego to get in the way of what's right and what's wrong. Stop fighting against yourself and fight to win the battle. Like, right now you're fighting against yourself and you're going to lose every time. But it's like, in order for you to like, I don't know. I don't know. Follow your inner voice. Follow your inner voice. I don't know what this is. High Priestess of Water. Follow your intuition. Are there any shadow messages? The battle is within. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Naked before the stars. I don't know what this is. Hold on. I don't think I'm talking to the divine feminine. I feel like the divine feminine is where she's supposed to be. Not all doorways are meant to be open, and not all relationships are good for you. Not all love is expressed, and not all desires are realized. Right now, I'm saying no to you. This symbol also reminds you that although you may feel pain when you get rejected, when someone rejects you, this is one of my ways of protecting you. I am whispering in someone's ear to stay away. It is for the best, even if you don't believe it right now. This is a symbol to move on and choose another path. So, Divine Collective, you're being advised to stop fighting this person, or stop fighting with this person, and just move on and choose another path and make yourself free from whatever this is. Because I feel like someone here is wanting you to fight for them. But why are you going to fight for someone who's not going to fight for themselves? Seeing you move on is going to hurt someone's feelings real bad. But it's time for you to stand on your own 2 feet and do what's best for you, and allow this person to figure out whatever this is they got going on themselves. Because I feel like they're very unpredictable. One minute they're hot, one minute they're cold, one minute they're here, one minute they're not. And I kind of feel like that's keeping you in a karmic loop or cycle with this person. And your spirit guides are trying to free you from that karmic loop or cycle by giving you the keys to unlock the doors. Like, the choice is yours. Be not afraid. Don't be afraid. Your enemies have fallen. You have divine protection. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. So what's stopping you from moving on? All right, let's see what's stopping someone here from moving forward. Like, what is stopping you from moving on from the situation? With all the downloads you've received about the situation, all the messages you've been getting from your spirit guides about the situation, what are you afraid of, and what is stopping you from moving on? What are you afraid of, and what is stopping you from moving forward? Somebody here is afraid, and they're not moving forward. They're afraid to move on. They're afraid to let go. They're afraid to do something here. What are you afraid of, and what's stopping you from moving forward? What's this fear of moving forward? What is this collective afraid to do? What is this energy? High-ranking lust spirit. Wow. Okay. I knew this was going to end this way, but here's the story. And it's like somebody here went back to someone from their past. It's right here. The Knight of Swords, 10 of Wands, Ace of Wands, 2 of Cups, 9 of Cups. Someone here had the opportunity to either move on from a situation, or you're being guided to move on from a situation and let go of the past and move forward, because someone here is either being controlled by a high-ranking lust demon, and the spirit that's attached to this person cannot be removed by you. If this person wants to be free from this attachment, they have to remove this attachment themselves. Okay? If this is somebody you're connected to, and you, I don't know, it's like you're battling a demon that's high ranking in the spiritual realm. Either this person's too weak to fight back, or they're giving in to their lust, or they gave in to their lust. But you're doing better than you think you are, and give yourself more credit. This person broke their oath, and they were being dishonorably discharged. They handed over their abundant timeline for a temporary feeling. So this person broke an oath. They gave up their abundant timeline, or you, for a temporary feeling. So here's what I'm getting. You got two options. You can go back to your past if that's what you want to do. Okay, you can forfeit your abundant timeline for a temporary feeling. You can go into with this high-ranking lust spirit if you want. You can break your divine contract, and you can dishonor your contract with this person if you choose. Or you can choose a new path, and you can leave this person behind, and you can move on into a new timeline. This person can either move on from the situation into a new timeline with you, or they can stay stuck in the past, okay? So either you can move on into a new timeline, or you can stay stuck in your past, okay? If this person wants to stay stuck in their past, move on with your life and leave them behind, all right? Because you're being guided away from the situation for your highest good. You're also being divinely protected from this person because they have demonic attachments as well. So use your discernment and follow your intuition with Temperance and the High Priestess and the Hierophant in reverse. So this is not a divine union anymore. Maybe it was in the past, but not anymore. This person chose someone from their past, or they chose to stay stuck in a karmic relationship. If this was your person, it's not anymore. You can do better, okay? Give yourself more credit than that. Why would you want somebody who doesn't know how to walk in their truth, or be with just one person? Why do you want to share your person with somebody else? This person's not going to be honest with you when they make their confession. Their confession is going to be they still love you and care about you, but honestly, they don't even care about themselves. So this is going to be your choice to make at the end of the day. All right? Use your discernment. Anything else? Don't let this person flatter you. They're going to try to gaslight you or love bomb you, offer you gifts, buy your love, give you some money, blackmail you. All right? Sorry. This person may need some money or help with something that they're working on with someone else, that they're working for someone else. This person may take you out on a date. They may spend a lot of money on you. They may buy you a lot of things. They may even want to spend time with you to an extent. But once they get what they want from you, they're going to leave you again, because they're not coming in to stay. They're coming in to check to see if you're still interested in them in that way. For some of you, you still are interested. You still want to see where things can go between you and this person. I mean, if you feel like there's more there for you to experience with this person, and you think that things may work out in your favor, and you feel like it's the best thing for you to do, then do what's best for you. But they're giving you the warnings. They're letting you know in advance that for some of you, this is not what you think you want. You think you want this person, but you don't. Because what you don't know about them is that they have a lot going on right now. And some of it looks really bad. For some of them, they could be indebted to someone. They could be about to have to go through something very hard for them, or they're going through something very hard right now, and they may want you to kind of like help them through the process of it all. But I feel like you're just supposed to sit back and just watch. I don't think you're supposed to help in any way at all. I think you're just supposed to just sit back and just wait and see what happens. If this person makes it through this and they come out on the other side a better person, then cool. But if they don't and they come back the same way, I mean, you got to make that choice in that situation for yourself, I guess. Because for some of you, this person's going to try to flatter you, sweet talk you, love bomb you, you know, get inside of your head again, and use sex as a weapon. All right? All right. I think that's all I got for this one. Let's see, is there anything else for this one? High-ranking lust spirit. This could be a... What's next for you? Fame, love, and fortune. The reinventing of yourself. All right? You have a new soulmate coming in. Could be a fire sign for some of you, Aries in particular. You are, or you were, a walking trauma trigger for this person. And this person was trying to steal information from you through your subconscious mind by feeding you a bunch of bullshit. Turn your dreams into nightmares. So someone's dreams turned out to be a nightmare. Like, this could have been the worst decision they ever made, or this could be the worst decision you ever made before or in the past. This feels like a bad choice you made in the past, but I feel like now you're being asked to make better decisions going forward regarding your love life, and be more cautious of the people you decide to share your life with or your love with. And make sure when you choose someone to be a partner that you and this person have the same agenda, that there's no secrets between the two of you, because I kind of feel like in the past you didn't get to know this person before you and this person actually made a real connection. I feel like maybe there was sex first and then love came next. You know what I mean? Like, you fell in love with somebody before you got to know them, and once you've got to know them, you realize this wasn't somebody you wanted to be in love with anymore. You know what I mean? So take it how it resonates. I don't know. Someone could have went to a witch doctor and paid for root work. A new relationship is being sent into your life. Soulmate energy. Yeah. Kingdom spouse coming. Warlocks are hungry right now, thirsty for blood. False union. I can't make this stuff up. They didn't fall from grace. They were dragged in with their light still on. All right. And now they're going backwards in things are going backwards now. Someone is trying to ease their way back in. Don't fumble your bag. So don't fumble your bag. Don't let this person ease their way back into your life again by being nice. All of a sudden, there's sudden generosity, there's sudden kindness towards you. It's not real. It's not genuine. It's just a false pretense. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't fall for the manipulation. You can accept the gifts. You can accept the money. You can go out on a date, but don't get your feelings involved. Don't get too emotionally attached to the situation again. All right? Use your discernment and trust your intuition. Take it how it resonates. Love and light to y'all. Peace.